It's Madden NFL 22, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Dirty Birds and the Panthers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterbacks taking center stage here for each of their respective offenses.
And I think that each quarterback wants to play this game with a faster tempo. They want to get the plays in quickly, get in and out of the huddle quickly, take just a few seconds at the line of scrimmage and survey the defense, and then attack. And I think that we'll see both offenses try to do that in this one.
Ready for football now from sunny North Carolina. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Haynes. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the Panthers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a first down throw for Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw is Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Newton now to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now Newton on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Being chased out. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
The try here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Newton over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop a pull. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Newton to throw. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
In the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, There's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First down, here's the run with Anderson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They give it to Anderson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones.
Let's go, baby.
First and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run. Anderson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers and Cam Newton getting set to go again here on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score.
We play to win. Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
To throw again on second down. Newton and Olsen over the middle.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Newton now to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 50, Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, Newton. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
I can hear their sigh of relief all the way up here, partner. Now, they absolutely had to have that one, and they got it. Maybe it'll provide a little bit of spark heading into the half.
And help out their defense because they've really held serve, so now we got a ball game.
No doubt about it. They're right back in it and have to feel a whole lot better about themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And now Not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Falcons. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing is Newton. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Tolbert. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go! Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Davis. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will knot us up at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
We get a look at the Panthers defense now. They've certainly got something to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you get one, it makes you a little more antsy to try and get another one. Now they got to be careful of double moves, different things like that against them. But they like the momentum that they've begun to build.
We'll see if they can keep that momentum going. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
They put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
2nd and 14. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats, look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Second and 8.
Bring it. Bring it. 5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
20, great.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to air one out. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good game before he's taken down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Newton's throw there taken in by Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Completes it to Benjamin.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic.
From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now at 17-13. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Haynes. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Haynes.
Let's go, let's go. Number 81. A gain of 7. First down, Falcons.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Second and 4. Out of the gun, Newton. Here's Benjamin with a catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Throwing is Newton. Underneath, he's got Olsen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains and take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Cam to throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 15. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and wind down some clock here with Anderson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, Anderson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Third down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.